Today is the 14th of August 2014 and I've just got my AS results. I'm just going to briefly talk you through the process of getting A-level results and my regrets with my subjects, how I found them, my results obviously, and just some advice about choosing your A-level options and what not to do. This video is in no way bragging at all. I thought I was going to do a lot worse than I actually did, and I was still going to make this video. It's not to show off or anything like that. So my subjects that I did for AS are biology, chemistry, maths and further maths, and then there's general studies as well that my college made me do. And yeah, they're very heavy going subjects, like there wasn't really much freedom, it's just basically regurgitating your knowledge. I thought that I was going to do terribly. I thought, especially in further maths, I thought that I was going to get a D. I was convinced. There was no way that I was ever going to, do well in that. And for biology, chemistry and maths, I thought the best I could get were Bs. But when I got there, I was very surprised. I go to a sixth form college, and today, the 14th of August 2014, it was like the college was open all day and you could go in whenever you wanted to collect your results. So my twin sister and I went in around 10:30. So we went in and it was filled with lots of happy, screaming people and lots of sad, crying people. Anyway, so there were about 4 or 5 tables with letters above them and teachers handing out envelopes in like order of last name. So we went to the appropriate one and got our envelopes. This is mine. And because I thought I was going to fail, I was just convinced. I decided to open mine in the car, but my sister Olivia had already opened hers and she had done very well, so I was like even more nervous. So to save myself from crying in front of lots of people and being publicly humiliated, I decided to go to the car. My mum and my younger sister were in there, and so you can see there's basically the subject in bold and then like the units below. Biology. And I was expecting a B at best in this, and I got an A, and I am so delighted, I'm so happy. I don't know how that happened. And somehow I got A's in all the units. Someone must have prayed for me, someone out there. All of my subjects were with AQA exam board, apart from general studies, but that was with Edexcel. And then I looked down, and chemistry, and I got an A again. So I'm really happy. Then because it was folded and without expecting to, I just saw a D and I thought, no, it's further maths, it's happened, I failed, I knew it. But actually I just looked across and it said general studies. So I'm not really that disappointed. I mean, it would be nice to do well, but it's general studies. Like the universities don't mind. Yeah, I don't really mind. It's fine, it's all good. Then I looked down again and I saw maths and somehow I got an A, and oh, I'm just so pleased. I'm really pleased. And then this is the one that I'm really shocked at. For further maths, considering I was expecting like a D at best, I don't know how. I mean, I missed out so many questions, and like for all of the questions I did answer, I went straight into the library on the student room afterwards and looked at all of the like mock mark schemes, the ones that the students have made, and none of my answers like matched their answers. So I was convinced, I was absolutely convinced, and I don't understand how the grade boundaries must be really low or I must just be lucky. But I got a B. A, B, and then D, general studies. Then there's this enrolment form, and we're meant to fill this in once we've got our results. But my sister and I didn't, we kind of took it home because I'm sure we're not the only ones, but I am certainly unsure of what I'm doing next year. Yeah. I obviously took biology, chemistry, maths and further maths, and I'm not doing further maths next year. No. My options are either to do biology, chemistry and maths, or biology, chemistry, English Literature AS and A2 next year. Throughout the year I've just been regretting more and more not taking English Literature. Doing what I really want to do with English Literature and taking the risk, there will be a lot of coursework and everything and a lot to remember for exams. Then there's the university is thinking I'm a bit insane. They'll probably think, hang on, she did maths and further maths, then she dropped maths and further maths, and then she's doing double English Literature. What is this girl on? Or I could just stick with biology, chemistry, maths and do an EPQ and be safe and then have a good solid perception of like what I want to do, because I want to do psychology. Anyway, I'm going into a bit too much detail. That is kind of why I'm advising that anyone choosing their options thinks thoroughly about what they want to do. The reason I decided not to do English Literature is because I didn't think I was good at it. Well, I got an A star at IGCSE English Literature, but I thought because I was surrounded by other people who thought that they were amazing and everyone else thought that they were amazing, I thought I'm not one of those people, I'm bad at English Literature, and I compared myself to them, which I shouldn't have done. I should have compared myself to the nation of people doing English Literature, and I definitely should have done it. And I do like essays, I do like doing things like that, and I do like books. I've always been a bookworm, so it was a mistake, and that is why I really advise that you think thoroughly and keep your options open. Also, at enrolment last year, I ended up doing 5 to begin with, the ones I'm doing now, plus geography, and with the intention of dropping one in the next few weeks. 4 months went by, the whole of the first term, up until Christmas, and I was still doing 5 subjects and I didn't have a social life and I was not enjoying myself. By the second term, things were a lot better. I could not handle 5. Really, I mean, if you think, oh, I've done amazing at GCSE, I can manage 5. I didn't think that because I was going to drop one. But just beware. You've got a lot more work than everyone else and a lot less time to do it. And bearing in mind the universities only look at 3 grades. The advice I give to people who have just finished their GCSEs, good luck by the way for next week, because you know you're going to get your results. Make sure that you know the exam board that you're doing. Then look at the curriculum and the past papers. Be aware of what the syllabus has to offer, what you're actually going to be learning. Also, like, if you've got any idea about what you want to be in the future, make sure that you look at, you know, entry requirements for universities, so you take the right subjects, and have, you know, if you've got an idea of what universities to go to, look at those. But overall, just look at lots of universities, so because every entry requirement is slightly different. So if you don't know what you want to do, I suggest taking, obviously ones you enjoy, of course, but facilitating subjects are a good idea because any university appreciates facilitating subjects. The facilitating subjects are the sciences, maths, Englishes and humanities, and all universities, no matter what the course, they will appreciate, because they're the hardcore subjects, they will appreciate those subjects. Whereas there are some kind of more vocational ones for certain courses, but if you don't know what you're going to do, take the facilitating one. I went into this wanting to be a vet, that's why I kind of took the sciences and maths, and since then I've really changed my mind and I just want to be a psychologist. I want to go into, you know, animal behaviour and human behaviour, and so I need to get on with writing my personal statement and getting work experience and things, but I've got all these prospectuses. Anyway, I hope that you've taken away advice, or at least enjoyed this video and gained an insight into how the A-level results process works. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and feel free to thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much, bye!